Hello, here is the assignment for week 3. So I will share my screen now. Okay, so here is it. Here's my screen. So analysis, that's the part 1. 2, implementation. So the implementation is where most of the questions are. So from here, the first question is the difference SQL Server. What is one difference to window authentication over SQL authentication? So basically, Windows authentication allows us to log into the SQL server, but without any proper security. Is that it provides strong security policies for you to have a must for the password, so you'll be able to log in. So aside that, you cannot log in. The mode of login, which can be either Windows authentication or SQL authentication. But when it comes to authorization, it uses either be what you have. What you have can either be what will be used to authorize your login. So here is my screen. So when we are also permitted, it provides us access to different databases. So here's my Microsoft SQL Studio. So I'll go to database and click on system because I did everything under master. So here under master, we were asked to create 4 databases. I click on security and I go to schema. These are what I have created: bowling database, bowling finance, bowling maintenance, and bowling operations. Here they are. How do I create them? I just go to my, open a new query here. I type create. And then maybe I give a new name for the database. I might call it airport. And then I come here and click and say execute. Once that is done, you can see a message underneath saying what? Command completed successfully. Command completed successfully. So from the assignment, we also asked to create tables. So also created some tables. I created one, DOB operation, DOB maintenance, and DOB directory. So what you have here, bowling database underscore database dot cells, is when I had to move one of the table. It was a table, and then I move the bowling database to the cells. In order to do that, I would just pick okay, because I want to move I can move Bowen. I can move Bowen maintenance to operations. So I could change this to maintenance, and then change this to operations. And change this to operations, and then say execute. Oh, this is giving error. I have to check my spellings well. Okay, it's S. Try it again. Still giving an error. But this one was already moved previously. This particular one was already moved previously. Then coming back to this point where it's okay, the four schemas, the table transfer, and then the login. I've already done that. I did the login also. I decided to create one. I decided to grant access. Here they are. I decided to play it work. So all these commands, except the last one where I was trying to, move, having created the entry role, but I was trying to grant access. But that gave me this error. So I was looking at for a way whereby I could fix the error that I was having here. I was able to create the password. I created the password for calling user 01, and the password was pot heart p. This was the password. And I was also able to log in. But when I had an error, I was going to try to grant access after creating the entry level role.